Well, let's talk to Dr. Alexander Fisher. He's the Director of Climate Ambition at ClimateWorks Foundation. Thanks for coming on the programme, Dr. Alexander. Now, when it comes to collaboration between China and the EU to tackle climate change and challenges, who needs who?
Thank you, Juliet, for bringing me on the programme. Pleasure to be here. Good question. Who needs whom? It's a global issue. Climate change affects us all, whether we are in Berlin, Africa, China, the US, you name it. So we all need each other. And then there's a question, what do we want to achieve? And if we promise to our citizens and fellow countrymen that we're going to keep global temperature rise within limits which are not seriously dangerous, we all need each other. We have to work together in this. So I think we cannot really say China needs EU, EU needs China. I think both need each other and have to do this together.
But in terms of what we can expect, in terms of tangible action, are we going to get anything, or is talking together enough?
Talking together is important, especially to pave the way for the tangible work on the ground. Imagine German investment, for example, in Jiangsu. BASF, the chemical German company from Friedrichshafen, invest 10 billion euros there. They have a global net zero target. The China blend will be part of it. So what does BASF need? They need green energy. They need carbon neutral supply from their suppliers on the ground. They need a lot of support from Chinese partners and from the co-workers, from the team on the ground. So that's where the tangible work comes into place. To make that happen, the dialogue is important. Then it is important to link these both. So if we have the dialogue, then we also have to bring the corporations, the doers who really have to bring us forward in the net zero target at the table and work together with them.
It's interesting you talk about BASF there and the shopping list of things that they need China for. China, who's been building a lot of wind, a lot of solar energy. To what extent, though, do you think that the EU is too reliant maybe on materials that it imports from China for its own green transition? And what's the alternative?
I think, first of all, there's no alternative to the green transition. So my instinct on the question is, there's no too much reliance. We will need China. We will need the cooperation with the EU and China on it. We will need the mineral extractors from Africa to be on board. We need them from Latin America, Australia, Indonesia. It is a global issue. I think what we could do to get aside the question whether any side is too reliant on the other is to work on the standards. We could think about it. What do we want to achieve? How do we want to extract those minerals, and how we want to send them up the supply chain, the production chain, if you want to call it that way. For example, our electric vehicles, if I need lithium for that, how is it treated on the way that at the end it makes a carbon neutral way into the battery in my garage, in my house, in Berlin? And I think that's what we have to work on.
Certainly is. Dr. Alexander Fisher of ClimateWorks Foundation, thank you very much.
My pleasure.